think we place it on the altar. Now we kneel and pray, I believe. You kneel before the altar and pray, touching your forehead to the ground as depicted on the tablet. You feel a sense of righteousness and approval around you. Okay, now I think we... Let's see, do we take the jar? Oh, first we have to examine it. Ah, there we go. Okay. Then I think we take a sip from the water in the jar. Okay, and now we take the jug, and I think we put it back in the fountain. Dump water and jug back into the pool. Slowly you spill the water out of the jug back into the pool. As soon as the jug is empty, it suddenly shatters, the pieces falling into the muck below. Okay, let's see. Oh, hold on. I think maybe the instructions from the tablet were written here in the quest. Not certain about that. I know it involves when you pick up the tablet, though, because the tablet's now gone here. So that was definitely probably where I got the instructions on how to do that. I'm just glad I remembered it correctly. It's not a big story point, but it does allow you to get into this last area here, where there are some very decent items stored away within the sarcophagi. Decent leather helmet. And of course it's guarded.
It's either you or me, and it isn't going to be me!
I never liked this part. Brilliant!
This should be easy enough.
The saw sword. That looks pretty good. Maybe Alistair could use that one. Before we head up to the center part, let's take a look at that other sarcophagus.
As you wish.
Silk carpet. That should get us some money for selling that. Another elven ghost here.
Viran Salanon. Ranala Foros. Nay! Garan Sudale! Garan!
I don't understand what you're saying.
Iramelashal! Iramelashal!
Look at this mess! I love it!
You should run while you can! Back!
like a boss to the good game.
These ghosts keep popping up, and I thought that that was an elven ghost, but I kind of looked at the shape of her ears, and she actually looks more human. Also, these statues, well, it's hard to tell. I'm not sure if they're human or elves. They're large, but then again, you know, statues honoring warriors tend to be on the big side. Of course, you could have a situation of different layers of ruins being built on top of each other, in which case there may be a mixture of both elven and human architecture here. But I'm a mage, not a historian. And right here in the middle is a piece of Juggernaut plate armor, which is really, really awesome armor, but requires really high strength to use it. So we probably will not be seeing that on any of our heroes until much later. A little message there, inventory overload. We are getting near. Yes. We have reached the maximum amount that we can carry. So, at this point, you realize the usefulness of buying backpacks, because that will increase the load that you can carry. And so, for the rest of this dungeon, until I get to a merchant, I will be picking and choosing what kind of loot I pick up. And hopefully later in the game, as we buy more and more backpacks, this situation will become less and less frequent. The other option, of course, is to leave the dungeon and run all the way back to the merchant, but I think I'm okay for now. I'm not hurting for cash. And I don't think there are any super uber items that, or at least not so many around here that I can't just drop a few of the more useless items that I already have to make sure that I can put them in my inventory. So, let's keep up our monster bashing and make our way further down to the ruins. Okay, so since I just talked a little while ago about specializations, I realized that while I'm going through the game, I should go ahead and point out to you how to unlock certain specializations. And within the lower ruins here is the way to unlock the Arcane Warrior specialization. And you do it through this item over here, which is actually a phylactery, which from the prologue we know contains the blood of someone who is sensitive to magic. So let's have a look. This elaborate artifact has a gem-like structure that contains what appears to be blood, fresh and liquid even after all this time. The gem is vibrating slightly. Let's show it to the other party members here.
We have little knowledge of the magic used by the elves of our Lathan's time. The Magisters of Tevinter were more interested in subjugating the elves than recording their history. As it is, I would hazard a guess that the object you're holding is a form of phylactery, meant to hold living essence, perhaps even a spirit of some kind.
A device meant to hold a spirit, perhaps? Such would be my guess. Though, what might be left of any spirit within after such a long time trapped?
Elf magic.